Lisa Cognalleti is the Director of Customer Communications at Southern California Edison. She's responsible for the call center operations. They field more than 12 million customer calls annually. Lisa, welcome to Making It.
Thank you very much.
All those customers, so many questions. What are the bulk of the questions that come in for you guys?
Most of the calls come in about the customer's bills. They're making sure that the bills are accurate and that they understand the bills. Sometimes customers have trouble paying the bills, so they will ask us for payment arrangements and that kind of thing. But the bulk of the business is really about turn-ons and turn-offs, just general electric service kinds of questions.
What does your call center really do for small businesses?
We're an information center primarily. We have a group of representatives that are specially trained in dealing with commercial and industrial customers. And so those customers are routed to those representatives, and they can give them information on energy efficiency, anything to do with their electric service. They can get that information from the call center.
Is that one of their main concerns, energy efficiency? What are they really worried about?
Absolutely, because energy efficiency plays right into how a business manages its energy costs. They want to make sure that they're using energy as efficiently as possible so that they're not wasting any of their precious resources.
What are some of the best ways for them to do that?
Primarily, we like to encourage customers to take advantage of the energy efficiency rebate programs, for example, because those are so easy to access. If you go to www.sce.com, there's information on all of the energy efficiency programs. They're very simple to apply for. We try to make it very user-friendly for the customers, and there's such a variety of programs. We don't have time to go into all of them here today, but it really is a lot to help the customers out.
But you'll take as much time as possible, as much time as they need on the phone, taking them through every aspect of their business, taking them through everything that they need to do, and showing them how they can best save on the energy costs.
On the energy costs, absolutely. And we will refer the customer to specialists within our company who, for example, could come out and do an on-site energy audit for the customer, or we would direct them to further services that are for them on the internet where they can get applications for services and rebates.
Now, I know we were talking to Bishop Dixon earlier and some of the ways that he deals with Southern California Edison, but the Express Efficiency Program is something that he could probably take advantage of. What is that, and how does that work?
That is a wonderful program. It offers cash incentives for customers that are replacing certain types of equipment like lighting, refrigeration, air conditioning, and the equipment just has to qualify as high efficiency equipment, and we offer, cash incentives, and customers love that because it helps them to defray the cost of replacing the equipment.
Is it a lot of cash? Is it a rebate on their bill kind of thing? How does it work?
Usually they come in the form of rebate checks, and it's substantial. I mean, customers really appreciate it. It does help them cover the cost, so we think it's a great program.
And I guess when you're a business, you're using a lot of energy anyway. I mean, you and I at home, it's like they can say, oh, okay, take out your cell phone charger because it's still drawing when it's there, or don't put your computer on sleep. Like, shut down your computer because that's something that's going to draw electricity. When you have a business and you have all those servers running and you have the copier machine running and you got everything else, that's a lot of money.
It really is. And some of the same things apply to those customers as well, though. If you leave a room, you should turn the lights off. As long as there's comfort, safety, and security for your employees and your customers, which is of primary concern to the businesses, anything that's not in use, like your copiers, your lights, you can turn your air conditioners down. When you close the business at night, you make sure that you turn off everything that doesn't have to be on for safety or for continuing the business. And customers can save a lot of money that way.
Do a lot of businesses not really know a lot about that? Do they do things like, oh, I didn't know that I could just shut this down and then leave?
I think we find that to be true too often, just like we do at home, I think. People just don't think that that's a money drain. And sometimes the employees rush out the door at the end of the day and forget to turn the lights off or forget to turn certain equipment off, and it does waste resources.
Edison also has an online survey.
Yes.
What's that about?
The online survey is another self-service item for the customers to use on the internet, the SCE.com, and it's just a battery of questions that we ask the customer to fill out, such as what types of equipment do you have at your location? How many hours per day does each piece of equipment run? Maybe it'll ask them questions if they could shift the time of use of that equipment.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because sometimes we have, time of use rates where it's less expensive, say at off-peak times. And if the customer could shift their consumption to those times, they can save a lot of money that way.
This must be invaluable during the summer months, like the little heat wave we had over here?
Absolutely.
I mean, an incredible amount of money was wasted if you did it the wrong way, especially for businesses.
That's right. And I don't think customers realize just how much control they have over how they use their power, and they may not be aware of some of the rate options that we have at Southern California Edison.
Do you think that most businesses now, and I'm talking about the larger ones because the smaller ones may not, most businesses have departments that are specially formed to get in contact with you guys and get this stuff rolling?
The large customers, or what you call the major industrial and commercial customers, some of them have actually energy managers that work for the company, and their entire job is managing the cost of energy. And they have account representatives that they interface with at Southern California Edison, and we help them constantly with managing the way they use electricity to save money.
Lisa Cognalleti, nice to know you're doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Helps all of us out, I'll tell you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming and making it.